Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to take you behind the scenes and show you the first time the IFG team, which is now 9 people, actually meets each other for the first time after lockdown. We met each other for the first time, we ironed out strategy, I had to sleep on a sofa with Mohsin and Jack climbed a tree. Let's dive in. We're going to do an offsite, and this will be the first time the IFG team is all actually meeting each other. So I'm slightly nervous because you never know how the dynamics actually play out in person. They all seem to get on the camera, like they have done for the last year. But what is it going to be like in person? The other thing I really want to achieve is you've spent all this money to get everyone there. The one key thing I want to get out of this is, have we actually got the IFG strategy down so that everyone knows exactly what we're doing? The thing with this whole team bonding stuff, I know it sounds wishy-washy, but it's actually really important. If the team doesn't get on, the entire business implodes.
Mohsin on the Zoom call seems to be a very quiet and a gentle person, but I think he's going to end up doing a David Brent dance like in The Office.
Who have I not met? I've not met Jack. I've not met Ismail, and I think everybody else I've met, so I'm looking forward to it.
I've not met most of the team in person, but in particular I'm intrigued by our videographer Maestro, Kabzi. I'm expecting him to be, to have that creative flair. So it's going to be interesting. Stay tuned.
One person I'm really worried about is Mohsin, because Mohsin, when you get him one-on-one, he's a very sensible individual, but as soon as you get him into a team dynamic, he's got this slight crazy side to him where he either he just does some really funny stuff, or he might just go extreme on something and just go off on one. So let's see. I mean, he normally, if he goes extreme, we can talk him down off the ledge usually, but new team, new dynamics, who knows what's going to happen.
It's the morning of the big IFG meetup, and in typical British fashion, it's decided to rain. To be honest, I'm a little bit apprehensive. I've been with IFG for nearly 6-7 months now, and I've still only met 3 people. So I'm just hoping that we all get on and sparks don't fly, because I think that could ensue some pretty bad things for our dynamic moving forwards. So fingers crossed, all goes well.
So my expectations for this trip, I'm really looking forward to meet Kabzi, Jack and Muhammad. I've worked with them for quite a while now, and it's going to be really nice to and get to see them in person after such a long time.
Oh, and the other thing, what I really want to happen is for England to beat Scotland in the Euros. Before we actually set off, as you can see from the following clips, people were a little bit nervous about having to actually go out of their house and meet people in person.
So we're on our way to Harrogate right now for the first ever Islamic Finance Guru meetup. So for the first time I'll be meeting half of our team, and I'll be meeting a few other people, so Akib and Saif and Ismail, and those guys I've never met before, despite working with them for a few months now. So it'll be really exciting actually to meet in person.
So I just met Kabir. He seems like a lovely guy, but he does talk a lot, so I think he's going to be a very outgoing and social person, and I think I'm going to get along great with him.
So I've never met Kizzer before. He's obviously one of our latest joiners, but what I heard is that he's South African. So I'm going to see whether he's a real South African or whether he's a fake one.
Saif picked up Ismail and Akib from Birmingham, and then they set off together all the way up to Harrogate. Me and Mohsin came up together. I travelled from Manchester to Bolton to pick him up, and then travelled from there all the way to Harrogate.
Hiya. Just arrived in Hornbeam Park. We're about a 14-minute walk to the very lovely Airbnb where we're spending the weekend. Weather has cleared up a little bit rainy, but otherwise I'm excited for the weekend. Are you at the place yet, or not yet?
How you doing, mate? Nice to meet you in person. Likewise, thanks.
Was it your first time?
Yeah.
So a lot happened. We got settled in, we played some pool, we had a strategy session, we went out and got dinner at Mumtaz's in Leeds. The next day we went for a hike.
Yeah.
is crazy.
Oh my god, what?
This one hurts.
Jack climbed a tree.
For the record, I'm not approving this.
We discussed rhinos and hippos.
Rhinos. Well, they're not blind, they just got really bad eyesight. So you could, if it charges at you, could probably swerve it.
Really?
Hippo, you can't swerve.
And they're not agile, are they, rhinos? Like, you just like, you know.
Hippos are
just
stacked
like,
to the side, right?
And then we headed off home. We've had a really successful offsite. We're just heading out now. I'll be dropping off the London guys to the station. It was great. A lot of the team met each other for the first time because it's all been locked down so far. They got on, which was fantastic. And crucially, I think we're all really pumped about the future and really trying to help the Muslim community get to that next level when it comes to their investment and their finances, so that we can have a real impact in the future.
So the trip was massive success. Alhamdulillah, it was really good to meet people in person finally. I know I'd met most of them, but it's still nice to have everyone in the same room. People hadn't met each other before, and I came away from it thinking that there are just some conversations that you can only have in person. Doesn't matter how good your online setup is, and I'm really glad we did it. I'm really looking forward now to getting into our office space. Inshallah, it should be really good and a good continuation, I think, of the conversations that we've been having. So yeah, I'm really glad we did it. We had a really good time, and onwards and upwards.
Had a brilliant time at the offsite. I really learnt a lot about the team that I'm working in, and seeing them for the remarkable human beings that they are, and it left me so much more inspired and passionate to really do what everybody else is doing in the team, which is growing, applying themselves. Wonderful experience, alhamdulillah. And if you can meet any of the team from IFG, do so, because they are remarkable people, mashallah.
We're going for a walk in a nature reserve to bond with people. That's it. You can go to the other part of people now.
So what's the plan now, Muslim?
Work.
That's it for today, folks. It was a great deal of fun in Harrogate, and inshallah we'll be repeating that in the coming months and years. If you'd like to see more videos of the IFG team behind the scenes, then please do let us know in the comments below, and we'll make sure we'll keep you in the loop. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.